Welcome back to Master B live show for digital printing course. And this video will teach you how to install Printhead on Focus newest Alpha UV printer. Okay, so then we can start to install the Printhead. Before we start to install Printhead, we need to open the cover, the Carriage cover, and the Carriage board cover. We open the screw by 1, 2, 3, 4, and also the same way by the left side to loosen the screw to open the cover. These two screws just keep here, stay at the metal, no need to loosen because we can take up later. And also loosen the screw, same screw at this side. Okay, so we can take out totally the cover. Okay, so after we open the Carriage cover, we can see lots of different different parts inside of the Carriage. So first, this at the left side, the big one is the UV lamp for white ink and color ink, and this is the UV lamp for varnish. Each lamp have the water circulation tube, one for input, another one for output, and also the big one the same. And also each lamp have the power cable and a single cable for UV lamp, for each UV lamps. So this is the UV curing lamp for white color varnish Printhead. Totally we have two different UV lamps. And then we can see the front here is the table detect sensor. We show screen the numbers here. And the number show means the gap distance between the material and the Printhead surface. And also when we open the package, we can see the first is the heating system for damper. The heating system here have the button. When you push down, it means powered off, and push up means powered on. When you power on the button, the heating system, the heating tab will be start heating to heating the ink damper and the inks. It's used for when you use the machine at the cold area like Russia or like winter, the temperature too lower like 10 or 5 degrees. So the temperature too cold will affect the printing quality, not good. So we add on the heating system for dampers. So this is the heating system. And the heating system switch button. And also here we can see the dampers for each color. And each damper have the mark here. It's for white, it's for black, cyan, magenta, yellow, light cyan, light magenta, white, varnish for each color, the dampers. And this is the damper. And each damper have the ring, the screw to lock where. So when you got the machine, and you must check one by one. Maybe we loosen during delivery, loosen. And when we open one, we can see there's a rubber ring inside. There's a rubber ring here, the black rubber ring here inside. I must be sure the rubber ring was installed where, and the tuber was connected where, and then we push back, and then we tighten screw to lock where with the tuber with the damper. Okay, so this is the ink damper for each color. And the top set of the carriage is the carriage board electronic system. Okay, so when we go to the carriage board, we can see some cable connections. So first, the left side is the optical cable that connects from the main board at the left bottom of the machine, and one for send, one for receive. Here must be pay attention to that. For example, this cable is marked as 2, 1, and another is 2. If, for example, this one marked 2, and this cable connect at the main board must connect with send. So another end is send, another send is receive. So TX with RX and RX with TX. Actually, this will be no need to change or no need not to check, not to change, because the machine will test before delivery. So I just teach you if any problems, you can check it by yourself, or you can ask a focus support team to get the solution. And also here the cable, this cable is for connect the in-course sensor to get the position of the carriage moving. And here is the home limit sensor to protect the carriage move out of right end position. And this is the power port, the power cable. The power cable for the carriage, and also the power cable for the heating system. For heating and for carriage board using the power port. And also one here at the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. The totally 8 port is used for connect the printhead. So this is the carriage board. And also must pay attention to that each port have different sides. The pin, this one the pin is at the back side, where this one is at the front side. So different ports have different connection direction. So let me teach you how to install the printhead with the carriage board. And also here that is the tuber, the water tube for UV lamps, and also the cable for UV lamps. Before we install printhead on the machine, first, because the machine when we open the cover, the carriage was locked by the cap station. So you cannot move out, you cannot move, it's locked a little bit, you cannot move out. So right now we need to power on the machine, generate power. And when the carriage move out a little bit, we start to power off directly. And then we can move the carriage out of home position to the middle. It's more easier to let us to install the printhead on the carriage. So when we move out, then we start to install printhead. So first we find out the printhead for the first Alpha UV printer. The first Alpha that we adapt with different model of Epson printhead, like Epson SP600, TS800, and Epson 4720. So, for example, for UV, we almost use the Epson SP600. So we prepare the printhead, 1, 2, 3 printhead, and screwdriver, and also the printhead screw to lock the printhead with the carriage. Okay, we install the printhead one by one. We open the card, package, and we take it out the printhead. All the printhead we deliver from Focus, we connect with the cable already. And you can see from here the two cable, left and right, all are with glue to tap. Because after printhead, if you not put the glue, the ink will be sprayed from nozzle to the printhead port to get damaged. So you can see all the cable was with glue already. And when you got printhead, you just double check the glue is loose or not. And the printhead like this way. So first we take it out the protection film. And we can see there are three connection holes for 3 different printhead: white, color, varnish. So first we installed on white printhead. So we put the printhead by this way, the tall side with back side. And also before you install printhead, you must be sure there's a rubber ring. Here's the rubber ring to make the printhead vacuum, printhead without the leaking air. Put it inside. Be sure it's connect wire for the 8-inch. Like this. We are not bending or loosen. And each hole have screws and must be by this way to keep it flat. After that, we put to the carriage. And if we can see here, there are 4 screws. There are 4 screws. The first one, when we start to lock the screw, please do not loosen to install too fasten a little bit. The second one. The third one. And the last one. Okay, then we lock the 4 screw tighten a little bit, but please do not adjust too tighten. If you install too tighten, the faster ring may be bending. Then if you lack the ink, lack the air, and it cause when you pump the ink, you will not ink coming out. So we install not too tighten, not too loosen, half. And be sure printhead will not loosen. Please do not use too much power strength to adjust the printhead screw. And check it is not loosen like this way. So the wet printhead we installed way ready. Then we start to install the color printhead. And also we install it the same way. We double check the fastener ring, no bending, no damage, and the glue with tape ready. Then we install back. And now must be sure the two belts with each printhead do not close and not damage with each other. We can use the finger to bend a little bit. This way, and push down, then we lock back the screw. and adjust by the same way to tighten the screw to lock the printhead wear without loosening. So the color printhead we install finished. Then we start to install the last one, the varnish printhead. The color printhead must be installed at the red side of the carriage, the red front. And also we double check the faster ring, the glue is no problem as before we install on carriage. So each printhead we need a 4 screw at a 4 angle. Also, we cannot lock too tighten. We install as before, fasten it, and not too tighten, not too loosen. Okay, so after that, we finish the 3 printhead installation. Okay, so now we start to install the printhead cable to the carriage board. This is a very important job because if you connect the wrong cable, if you have a short printhead and short the carriage board and get the problem and get the printhead, the machine get a problem. So this is very important. Okay, after we install the printhead at the carriage, then we can start to install the printhead cable on the carriage board. So we can see each printhead have 2 printhead cable at the left and at the right. And also when we go to the top carriage board, we can see they are totally have left and right different connection port. And here, as we named, 1 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I totally have 8. And also when we focus on the board, each port have named marked L and R, L, R, L, R, L, R. The L means left, the R means right. L means this printhead cable left is L. This is R, L, R. And also this printhead is L and R, left, right. This printhead left, right. So how to connect the printhead on the board? So first, this 1, 2 is for varnish. 1, 2 is for varnish printhead. This 2 is to connect the varnish printhead. This one, and 3, 4 is for connect the white printhead. This one, white, is 3, 4, and the color printhead is for connect with 7, 8, and the 5, 6 keep empty, no connection. So let's connect one by one. First, we connect the white. This is the first one, white. And we can see the cable have two sides. Here is not without pin, and this way with pins. And we must be sure the pin is not broken. It's flat. No damage, no bending, no damage or dirty. Keep it flat. If it's dirty, if it is scratched, the pin is bent up. It will be a short printhead and get the carriage board problems. So let's connect one by one. This is the wet printhead left. We connect to. Let's connect the red cable first. So this is the wet printhead, wet ink printhead, and the red cable, and we connect to the 1, 2, 3, 4, the number 4, red. And also the pin, we must connect by this way. See, the blue side goes to the back side. We connect by this way. The pin here by the forward. Okay, we connect by this way, and the same printhead, the left cable here, we connect to 1, 2, 3, number 3. 1, 2, 3, number 3. But this cable we must connect the pin by backside. The blue go by forward. We connect by this way. The pin here, and also check the pin is no damage. It's bright. And no dirty, no scratched. And we connect this way. And no bending. And insert it and push down carefully. Okay, so this is the wet ink printhead. Then we start to install the color printhead. This is the color printhead, and here is left, here's right. We connect by the same way. The red cable first, red cable by this way, and also check the pin, no damage. We push down and finish. Then we go to the left cable. Also this pin, the cable with pin side go to back side. If it's wrong connection, then we need to pull out and then connect again to be sure it's definitely connect where. No bending and no wrong connection. Okay, then the last one is for varnish. Varnish, this is for left, this for left, and it's for right. Also same way, we go to right first. With pin, go to front. And left, go to back side. The pin, go to back side. Okay, so the printhead cable installation, we finish. And also we need to keep the cable flat. We can use the finger to bend a little bit to be sure it's not close with each other. We can use the finger to bend it to keep it with good flow. Like this. But be careful not bend too much. And also this one, bend it a little bit. Like this way. And also this one. We bend it a little bit. To make the cable not broken with each other, like this way. All right, like this way. So the printhead cable installation we finish. Then we can start to put back the carriage cover to the machine. After we install the printhead cable on the carriage board, we can put back the cover to the carriage to protect the printhead board and the cables. And we lock the ball screw at both sides. Okay, then the printhead and printhead cable installation was finished. Then we start to the next step. It's for load the ink.